Hello everyone, it is me again, Dedra, back with another video. So thank you for tuning in. Hi guys, I hope you have been well. I've been awesome. I just moved in with my husband to our new apartment. I'm loving it. And now that I'm a little more settled, I am back with some new content. And our first on the list is this: how to pass the JLPT. So if you're interested in how to do that, then stay tuned and let's get going. All right, first things first, what is the JLPT? What does that even stand for? It stands for Japanese Language Proficiency Test. It's basically a placement test for the Japanese government to gauge how well you understand and can use the language. There are 5 tiers ranging from N5 to N1. N5 is your beginner level. That is basic kanji, basic language use, and basic understanding of the language. N4 tends to be upper beginner and lower intermediate. That's where things start to ramp up. N3 is the very middle, and that tends to be the upper intermediate, lower advanced. N2 is advanced. That is high level stuff. For most Japanese jobs, they require N2 because it's not native level, but it is considered ideal for foreigners. And then N1 is your native level understanding. This leads into our first point. And our first out of 5 points is to do your research. As I just shared, there's a lot of different tiers, a lot of different things that you have to know depending on the level that you're at. So make sure to go to the website and actually check out what different categories there are going to be. Make sure to do your research beforehand and know exactly what you're getting yourself into. Number 2 is focus on specific skills. The categories that you will be tested on are very specific. It might be reading comprehension, it could be kanji recognition, it could be what of these things is not like the other. There are many different ways that they test you, and there are many different skills that they test for. So make sure that when you go to the JLPT website and you click what level you're planning to test on, make sure that you know the different categories so that you can practice those specifically. Nowadays, they sell a lot of books and resources that target specific skills so that you can dedicate studying one day to one skill, another day to another skill, and essentially divide your time up fairly depending on what you need to focus on the most. Number 3 is to set a realistic schedule. It takes a lot of time to get proficient at a language. It takes a lot of dedication. For most JLPT situations, I would budget at least very minimum 4 months of study, at the maximum up to a year, even more depending on your level of Japanese. So it's really important to know where you're starting from, know what you can commit to, and commit to it. And that leads us to point number 4, stick to it. Stick to your schedule. Believe it or not, this is a really tricky part because if you're committing to something for 4 months, 6 months, 8 months, 10 months, 2 years, then naturally you're gonna kind of fall off the bandwagon and there's gonna be days that kind of throw you for a loop. Make sure you stick to your plan. Whatever your plan is, make sure you stick to it. It can be hard, but make sure that you're holding yourself accountable. And number 5 is keep trying. Keep trying. As I shared before, the JLPT tests very specific skills, and just because you're an amazing, eloquent speaker or because you've lived in Japan for 4 years, 5 years, doesn't mean that you're gonna immediately pass the level of your choice. Keep trying, keep going for it. It's okay if you don't make it the first time. Personally, I didn't make it the first time. I tried for N3 and the second time I got it. So don't be afraid to fail. It's good to even just take the test one time. It's not free. It's not free, but it is definitely worth the money to get your feet wet and to see what kinds of things they're testing. And so you know what to study for the next time around, and you will make it. And now I'm aiming for N2 in December, and even though it's coming so fast, I don't even know how the time is flying like this, but even though it's coming super fast and I don't feel all that prepared, I'm going to study as much as I can, stick to my routine, follow these steps, and take it confidently in the winter. So those are all the tips I have for passing the JLPT. Another side tip, don't be afraid to get a teacher. Get a teacher if it will help you. And it did help me. That was one of the big differences between my first time and my second time taking the N3 test. The second time, I actually got a teacher. I was living in Japan at the time, and they had free JLPT classes. So if you're in Japan, definitely look that up, because sometimes the city government or the prefecture will give funding to teach foreigners Japanese, which is so cool. So look for that. But other than that, guys, just study, just apply yourself, commit, decide you want it, go through these steps and take the test and do your best. All right, I hope you guys have an awesome day. I hope you liked the video and it was useful. But if you guys like this video, please hit like. And if you want to see more, then hit subscribe and become part of the YouTube fam. But thank you guys so much for checking in. I hope you have a good day or a good night, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.